Digo, no sé si la música es muy alta, déjame bajarla. Yo espero que sí esté bajada. Voy a checar mi stream. ¿Por qué tengo dos? That's weird. Digo, no sé si la música es muy alta, déjame bajarla. Yo espero que sí esté bajada. Voy a checar mi stream. Coño, es que yo estoy verificando. Diablo, yo sí que soy normal. Ok, tengo que bajarla acá. Aquí ya, ahora puedo chequearla en el stream. Ok. Hopefully it does work. Coño, es que yo estoy verificando. Diablo, yo sí que soy normal. Ok, tengo que bajarla acá. Aquí ya, ahora puedo chequearla en el stream. Ok. Hopefully it does work. Coño, es que yo estoy verificando. Diablo, yo sí que soy normal. Ok, bajarla acá. Pero es que el problema es que no me sale la música tampoco. Bueno, piche. Anyways, estoy aquí viendo las noticias sobre lo que es el AI Bubble. No sé si ustedes saben sobre lo que está pasando. No, checar algo aquí. Lo que está pasando ahora mismo en the US. Como que está heavy. Está heavy. Vamos a ver aquí. It's almost tragic, bubble or not. The AI backlash is validating what one researcher and critic has been saying for years. First, it was the release of GPT-5 that OpenAI totally screwed up, according to Sam Altman. Then Altman followed up by saying the B word at a dinner with reporters. This is something that I've been talking about a while. Having AI, for example, being vibe coded and whatnot. It's very interesting to see how it's like evolving into a different problem. I'm gonna show you the fire. What do you call this? The fire. Oh my god. Fireship. I forgot the name, dude. I feel like I'm like the worst. Okay, Fireship. If you see this guy making a video about you, or the market's gonna crash or something's gonna happen because this guy is like the most intense tech. Every software engineer follows this guy. That's hands down. Let me see if you guys can hear the video. I really hope you guys can.
Freeze on all AI hiring at Meta just weeks after spending billions of dollars poaching.
Let's see if I can listen on screen. Every software engineer. Okay, it's not recording actual device. Let me properties. Like, dude, get the audio. Why isn't it getting the audio? Okay. It's not.
Top talent from
It's not getting the audio. How do I get the audio of that? Dude, I feel like I'm like the worst streamer in the planet. What's going on? Display capture. So I'm like supposed to have that? I don't know why it said not. Properties. Okay. I really hope these guys can. Oh yeah, it can be heard. What the fuck? Yeah, it can be heard. I'm like just. I'm different. If it can be seen on screen. Okay.
like OpenAI.
Let's keep going.
While in a story few could have foreseen, everybody in Silicon Valley seems to be talking about an AI bubble, in part because it was recently revealed that 95% of AI-driven projects.
If MIT
not just some random number I pulled out of nowhere.
did that number,
MIT study that analyzed analyze the results of companies using AI. It spooked investors who are relying on AI to maintain irrational exuberance in the markets. And Sam Altman himself said this: "Are we in a phase where investors as a whole are overexcited about AI? In my opinion, yes." So in today's video, we'll find out if
When you know the investors are actually like hands down trying to go into the AI projects and whatever. Like I work with AI a lot, and it's to a point. If you don't know how to implement it in your company or implement it in certain services, you're gonna crash. Because, okay, remember, if you're good at prompts and if you're good at determining the workflows that you have, if you don't know anything about that and you just fire people and add random AI, it's not gonna work. You're not captivating every aspect of the operation. You're just winging it away, I guess. Anyways, it's an interesting topic because the AI bubble is just popping right now.
The AI hype train is about to reach its terminus. It is August 25th, 2025, and you're watching the Code Report. I've been using AI coding tools from the very beginning because, believe it or not, I actually hate writing code. I do like developing software, and the code is just a means to an end. After multiple years of using AI to write code, I still don't feel like a 10x developer. Sometimes I feel like a 2x developer, while other times I feel...
That's right, because when I program with Cursor, for example, if I use all these applications that are very good for you, I feel like I'm just trash. At a certain point, it just goes down for like the skill based. Anyone can do it, that's fine. But if you don't know what you're doing, actually, it's very, very at the end, it's gonna be very, very catastrophic for you. So if you can look at the video, it's gonna be after it.
Feel more like a 0.5x developer, and apparently I'm not the only one. This recent study from MIT analyzed 300 public deployments, interviewed 150 leaders, and surveyed 350 employees connected to recent
integrate. MIT did the research, okay, so it's like a bit different. But it's
talking about 30 to 40 billion in enterprise investment into generative AI, and yet it was found that 95% of them failed to achieve the goal of rapid revenue acceleration. In fact, almost all of them experienced little to no measurable impact on the bottom line. In addition, the study found that companies that tried to roll out their own AI tooling had a much higher failure rate, because why pay for an AI tool when you can build a worse version yourself? Companies that pay a third party.
And that's the other thing. Like what he said is, dude, everyone's just creating crappy tools. And that had to be said. It's okay if you think you have the best tool, but you're building it. Like if it's a Frankenstein, you have your own company, honestly. Like if you don't have someone that knows how to create it, you're just creating garbage. That's the bottom line. But it does happen. Look, dude, this video has so many views. It's just going up and up and up. But let's keep going to see.
And I think the moral of the story here is that it's a great time to be an enterprise AI shovel salesman. But despite the high failure rate in the study, there are some great success stories out there. Like back in 2023, enterprise software company Ignite Tech CEO Eric Vaughn fired 80% of his developers and replaced them with AI. It's now 2 years later, and he has no regrets and says the decision is now delivering 75% profit margins. And ultimately, the interpretation of the MIT study was that it's not the fault of the AI models that the AI sucks at making money. The models are definitely smart enough. It's just the humans suck at using them. It's nothing but a skill issue.
It's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on how you use it. I'm telling you, like, this is a weird topic because this is so random and it's historic, right? We have a really good intelligence, but no one knows how to use it. I try to explain people how to use it, how to expand, how to, whatever. But most of what people are building are not very, very well thought out. Creating a product is not easy. And most of the time you're just going to fail. But it's okay.
The AI integrations failed due to brittle workflows, lack of context, and misalignment with day-to-day operations. Many have failed to realize that AI vibe coding is almost identical to crack. After the first hit, you feel invincible, like you could write $1 billion piece of software in hours. But then 200 hits later, you've got nothing but errors and a $100,000 Claude code build, and you're still convinced that the next prompt is going to be the one that fixes it all. With all the slop intensifying.
I have to be honest, I've seen this a lot, and it's like, okay, I'm a senior software engineer and I have my own company of software development. I know other companies that are very good at doing software. Well, I know new companies that they don't know about software. They're creating tools and whatnot, and I'm like, I smile through the pain because I'm like, okay, you can replace me, theoretically, but if you don't master the coding experience, you're not gonna actually replace me at all. You might lose your old code. You might lose tokens you've already put your money into, but it is what it is. It's very interesting, but it happens. It's happening. I mean, I have to put hashtags here or something. Let me put. For example, I'm gonna tell you guys. It's just gonna be a funny example. I'm gonna go to Gemini. Okay, let's ask it. I'm gonna ask it something. Okay. So I'm doing this live stream. I don't know how to do live stream at all. I don't know a lot, but that's a part of it. You know, I have to learn how to be better. And AI is here for that. Let's try this. If I do live stream. You gotta put the thing model, man. I never do prompts without like the pro part because it's kind of like important for me to have that. Okay, let's go. Of course, AI is nice. Before you go to stream, live coding audience, junior developers learning. Okay, that's perfect. Live analyzing. Let me put a great title. Okay, let me edit. Remember, I'm editing. I'm doing this live right now. So we go here, save. Okay, so it's telling me to do a nice UI. I mean thumbnail. I think I did the worst thumbnail I could have done. But let me go to the channel content. It's very interesting because I'm not that very good at doing streams and whatnot. But wait, okay. So now it has a really good thumbnail. If I get from this, it might be because of what Gemini is telling me. So this is a really good example of when I'm trying to learn something new and I'm trying to know what things I can add to this. What else can I add? So he's saying that I need to do like a really good design. Let me go to Canva. So if I go to Canva, I might create a GIF. thumbnail actually. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can actually create a good thumbnail. I'm gonna show my face. Okay. That's the worst face I've. I mean, I guess. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, that's fucking crazy. But I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that because that's funny. Damn, I feel a bit butchered right there, but it's okay, man. Change. Download. Did I download it? Yes. Dude, if the thumbnail changes a lot of the things, like, I'm gonna be sad. Can I put the thumbnail in the actual como que? I'm gonna add it here. Oh shit. No, I'm not trying to put it there. This is crazy. Okay. So it's getting somewhere. Okay, guys, this is something that I am actually very impressed that I'm doing. But I have 2 viewers now, or 2 views at least. But it's very interesting. Changing the thumbnail again. Save. Okay, you guys can see it actually. I'll show you here. This is a good part about it because I'm trying to learn this as I go, but okay, this is the old thumbnail, but now what if I add the thumbnail in the actual like image here? Like, would that be a nice thing to add? Let me check. I'm trying to learn this as I go, but okay, this is the old thumbnail, but now what if I add the thumbnail in the actual like image here? Like, would that be a nice thing to add? Okay. I need to stop looking at the stream. What was I gonna do, guys? Kind of forget. Oh yeah, the image. Let me add an image. Media file. That's first. Media file.